Hey guys, this is Alex. Alex is he's Swedish, and I thought it'd be kind of useful to just ask him some questions. What do you think is one big misconception that Americans have, or any foreigners have, of Swedish people?
Generally, the misconception is that you are like boxing in. No, what would you say? You're an American, you should know better.
Misconceptions?
Yeah.
Or
say, let's say, conception from your point of view. Maybe it's a conception.
One thing I heard is that Swedish people are very shy and reserved.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, look at you. You came up to me. You introduced yourself. So
yeah,
you know. But there is some truth to it.
Definitely. I think so. Yeah. Maybe because it's sometimes dark. Maybe because
the climate.
The climate. Maybe because of their Generally because when there's cold, people tend to stay inside the house. The more south you go, the more outside the house people are. You know? The more open they are, the more they speak and communicate. Like, and go South Europe, like in the Mediterraneans, there people are very open. Huh?
And is it true that you can actually see a difference in the friendliness during the summer of Swedes?
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Definitely. I think so. So it's like here is quite a unbalanced extremes, you know.
Swedes are very modest, like just dress especially. Where do you think that comes from? Like, for example, I noticed a lot of Swedish people wear black jackets, and I asked a Swedish friend of mine, and they said it's because they don't want to stand out.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're like, they want to just a bit hide.
Yeah.
Not like the Americans, they want to
wear a hot pink shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, generally, like, their voice are louder and they are here.
What are some stereotypes of Americans that you have?
Yeah, that's a nice
negative stereotypes.
Negatives and positives I will also include because that's important.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say, okay, first the negatives.
Start with the bad.
Well, what would it be? The Americans, there's many times their mind and speech is very well connected and fluent, yet they tend very much to have like kind of an attitude way of dealing, like
they're better than you.
Yeah,
you mean?
Like the Euro-megalomanian attitude, which actually is English and mainly the English attitude, like has been like in the American way, like you, I know it all.
Yeah.
You should listen because we colonialized the whole world. Now I include Swedes in that mentality as well. The whole Western Europe mind is like influenced by that because Swedish mind and Swedish culture is quite Americanized nowadays, so to say.
Yeah, I did notice that a lot actually.
Very much.
I didn't. I expected more of a culture shock than.
Yeah, it is not because it's quite.
It's very similar.
United, so to say, in the attitude. I don't like that attitude, but I have many friends, Americans, who are not in that attitude, so to say. So it's not like it's not
a universal.
That you're born in there, or that you have a body that is American or Western European. You automatically have the mindset or the mind frame, because many times I have like friends, Americans, who are very open-minded, broad-minded, and uses the plus of the American fluent speech and connected mind, but for the good.
Yeah.
To use verbal bullets against illusion.
Yeah.
And that's English. The English language has a capacity for that, like verbal bullets. The question is just where you shoot at. Do you shoot at the mother nature in capitalistic raping of planet Earth, or do you shoot at the illusory concepts of life, which is so prominent today? Where do you direct your weapon? Where do you shoot? I generally believe in karma.
Karma.
Karma. That what you give, you get.
Yeah.
And what the Americans have, both south-north, like south more Spaniards and north more English, like the karma they have created for themselves, wiping out the natives, no? More or less.
Yeah.
Is coming, either physically or mentally.
Yeah.
Like you pay the karma. Now in America there is heavy times coming.
Yeah.
Economy, dollar is destroying, etc.
Yes.
And third world will soon be seen there. I don't know. I'm not a prophet or something, but
I think culturally as well.
Exactly.
You know, look at a lot of people in the Western world spend so much time like obsessing over celebrities, and
yes,
that's probably my least favorite thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Kim Kardashian is pregnant. Wow. This is some front page news.
yeah. What's there on the front page is in the mind, you know.
Yeah. So
nice.
It's interesting. It's almost like they feel like their lives are not interesting enough to really focus on living their own lives. They have to, you know, pay attention to other people's lives that they think are exciting, and
yeah,
it's not good.
Definitely.
Is there anything other than arrogance that's a typical American stereotype?
Of course, yeah. I would say also the positives also, yeah.
No, don't hold back. It's
yeah, I would say also generally I said that their fluent speech and their fluent mind and their well-connectedness, very easy to make friends with, like to speak, like just you and me now, we just connect very easily to communicate, you know. I mean, maybe we don't agree, we disagree on some things, doesn't matter. It's just easy to communicate, and I like that very much.
Do you think that it's a good idea to be part of the European Union for Sweden?
I would say that the lower sections of the European Union are nice many times and have nice ideas of union. Union is always nice, but the whole concept of the unification concept of European Union is the same, like it's a kind of a trade union. The whole idea is to favor the corporations and banks and their like conquering of countries, conquering of values on the minds of people, like commerce, commercials, broadcasting the Western ways of life. But actually what's happening is just in an example, I'm a lot in Bulgaria, and there like the mono cultures and the agriculture, it's like the farmers becomes less, the people move into the big cities, because Bulgaria has just recently entered European Union, and you can see it's like very clearly divided. So what happens is, like the small farmers, they cannot compete with the market of the big farmers, so they move into the big cities to get some job. And the smaller the farmers becomes, the bigger the fields becomes, and the bigger becomes the need of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, gene modification, and machines working on the fields. And in this way, it's like kind of destroying the whole natural way of life together with Mother Nature. And this is generally not only in agricultural department, but all departments of the social body. This is how European Union and this kind of union is not on a heart level. It's like only on the
based on efficiency
level, yeah,
and capitalism.
Yes. You cannot unite on the level, on that level.
Yeah.
It just seemingly seems like you unite, but it's not a unification.
Yeah, it's not just the economic aspect, it's the social aspect, the well-being, the level of happiness,
Absolutely.
quality of life. But
You catch my point.
one thing that Sweden does have is a very good standard of living.
True. But simultaneously, as this standard of living is high, their depression rate and suicide rates are shooting up in the sky.
Really?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I believe that when you reach the mirage, you become depressed. Like you're in the desert, like in Bulgaria, for example. I am a lot there. There is more poverty, not a lot of money. So people, they're enthused. They are like, let's go there. Let's be like Sweden and all this other, because they see the mirage in the desert like that.
Yeah.
They're enthusiastic. But those countries who have reached the mirage means they have money, they have welfare.
Materials, yeah.
They are depressed. They start to become depressed, and suicide rates goes up. It's not only in Sweden because of the darkness. It's happening everywhere where the ever business is booming, like Switzerland, Japan,
Yeah,
America, and Brazil now, and all these countries where money goes up, there goes unhappiness goes also up. And it's because if you attach happiness to welfare, like money making, then you're depressed when you reach there, because it cannot be solved. Money is not bad. It's not what I'm trying to say. The welfare, money is not bad. But if you think that's the thing which will make you happy, you will be depressed, because it's not.
Sweden is famous for a lot of tax going to welfare. What's your opinion on that? Do you think it's working?
Yeah, it's good in one sense and not good in another. Lazy people, they have a chance to stay lazy, but needy people, they have a chance to be helped. So it's just a balance.
Do you think it should stay the way it is, or because some people want to try and model America off of Sweden?
Yeah, I don't know so much about the political situation here with the taxes and stuff. I'd say it should be governed by common sense. Everything would be nice.
Alright.
But the problem is, common sense is the least common of the senses.
I like that. And with that, we think we'll close.
Okay.
Alright, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
What was it again?
I'm Alex.
Alex. Alright.
Nice to meet you.